Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Okay, now we will discuss second questions under short-term decision making when we have issues regarding limiting factor. Okay, Kuping Sdn is in the business of manufacturing health supplements products. Okay, products are classified into various categories. Some are based on goal of customer. For example, weight management, heart health, and brain and memory support. Recent market survey indicates that heart health category is the most demand. This category has 4 products: triple lecithin, ultimate omega, omega-3, and fish oil. The manufacturing process of these 4 products use the same machine. Table below shows standard cost card for 4 products. Okay, this is standard cost card. Right? They give us information regarding selling price, and then direct material, direct labor, and also variable overhead. So again, when we have issues regarding limiting factors, we must follow 4 steps. Step 1, you identify limiting factor. Step 2, you create ranking. Step 4, you prepare production schedule, and step 3, you prepare production schedule. Final step, step 4, you calculate profit. Okay, so from this table, if you total up these 3 figures, direct material, direct labor, and variable overhead, you will get for triple lecithin 24 ringgit. This is variable cost for triple lecithin. And then if your selling price 60 ringgit, you minus 24 ringgit, you will get contribution margin per unit for triple lecithin. Okay, 60 minus 24 equivalent to 36. And then for ultimate omega, total variable cost is for per unit is 26. Omega-3, 28 ringgit. And then for fish oil, 16 plus 16 plus 10, 42 ringgit. Okay, so contribution margin for ultimate omega 66 minus 24, then you will get 40 ringgit each. For omega 3, 90 minus 38, so contribution margin per unit 52. And then for fish oil, 86 minus 42, that means total 44 ringgit. Okay, next paragraph, they give a second table that shows labor hours and machine hours per bottles, and also maximum demand. Alright, during last paragraph, during the month of May, machine is due for predicted maintenance. So this question quite similar with ABC Sdn. This reduced machine hours available to 4,200 hours. Budgeted fixed overhead per month 5,000. So that means step 1 we can skip because we already have limiting factors. So we have problems with machine hours. That means our limiting factor comes from machine hours. Requirement A, prepare monthly profit statement that will maximize profit. So before you can calculate maximum profit, you must first determine the ranking. That one, this is actually step 2, determine ranking. And then step 3, you determine production schedule. And then step 4, only you can prepare your profit statement. And then requirement B, in order for the company to meet the quantity demand, the production manager suggests to buy omega-3, okay, from supplier that costs 52 ringgit per bottle. And then you also incur repackage cost of 3 ringgit per bottle. Advise the company on the production manager's suggestion. Should we proceed with the suggestion or not? Okay. If you can generate higher profit as compared to requirement A, then you should proceed with the suggestion. Okay, now we answer first question. Remember, we proceed with step 2. You identify just now contribution margin for each product. And then remember, limiting factor comes from machine hours. This is machine hours for each product. This one you can take from question paper. Okay, just take the figure from questions paper. And then you divide the value 36 divided by 6, you will get 6 ringgit for 1 machine hour. Triple lecithin can generate 6 ringgit contribution. So this will be your first ranking. So when you refer to contribution margin per limiting factor, the highest value will be your first ranking. In this case, triple lecithin. And then second ranking, fish oil. Third ranking, omega-3. And last ranking, ultimate omega. If you have extra machine hours, then only you can fulfill all demand. Okay, then we proceed with step 3. Okay, step 3, we identify optimal production mix, whereby you prepare production schedule. Okay, you prepare production schedule. Triple lecithin is your first ranking product, so you produce according to maximum demand. Okay, 1 unit requires 6 hours. So if you produce 300 units, you will utilize 1,800 hours. Second ranking product in this case is our fish oil. Okay, maximum demand 200. 1 unit requires 8 hours. Okay, and then if we produce according to maximum demand, we will utilize 1,600 hours. Maximum hours available 4,002. If you minus 1,008 and 1,006, so we still have balance 800 hours to produce third ranking product. So third ranking product, 1 unit requires 10 hours. So within 800 hours, we can only produce 80 units product. Okay, and that means last ranking product we cannot produce at all. Okay, why? Because we don't have enough capacity. After that, we proceed with optimum profit statement based on this value. Based on this value. Okay, based on this value, 300 units, 200 units, and 80 units. Then you calculate contribution margin. Okay, so this is your contribution margin per unit. Where do we get this figure? Actually, this figure you can take from step 2. Okay, selling price minus variable cost. Then you will get contribution margin. And then you total up contribution for 3 products. Okay, and then don't forget your budgeted fixed cost 5,000. Finally, your net profit is 18,760. Okay, next we proceed with requirement B. Requirement B, if you buy omega-3 from outside supplier, so you will not utilize 800 hours, balance 800 hours to produce third ranking product, but you can produce your last ranking product, which is ultimate omega. Okay, when you produce ultimate omega within 800 hours, remember ultimate omega requires 10 hours. Okay, 10 hours per unit, which 10 machine hours per unit. Is it correct? Ultimate omega 8 hours, not 10 hours. 8 hours. So 8 hours, 800 divided by 8 hours, that means we can produce 100 units. Okay, we can only produce 100 units. So based on this production schedule, we prepare step number 4, whereby we determine optimum production mix. Okay, so when you buy third ranking product from outside supplier, you can actually fulfill its maximum demand. Maximum demand for product omega-3, your third ranking product, is 150 units. Okay, 150 units. And then if you buy from outside supplier, you incur purchase price 52 ringgit plus packaging cost 3 ringgit. That means total is 55 ringgit. And then you can sell at selling price. How much is selling price? 90 ringgit. So you will get contribution margin. This is total contribution margin for omega-3 at maximum demand, 150 units. And then so because we can produce ultimate omega, that means we can generate extra contribution margin because we can sell all three products. Okay, all 3 products. And then we minus fixed cost. Finally, your net profit is 23,850. Okay, your net profit is 23,850. So if you compare with first requirement net profit 18,760. That means your profit increased. Therefore, your suggestion to accept suggestions of production manager because net profit increased by 5,090. Okay, isn't it 5,090? 23,850 minus 18,760. Yes, 5,090. Where do we get this figure? This net profit 23,850 minus net profit from first requirement 18,760. Then you will get 5,090. Okay, profit increase, better to accept. Okay, or you can also use this alternative calculations workings. You can also use alternative calculations like this one. Alright, that's all. Bye.